Hi, good evening. In this session, I am going to discuss structure of enzyme or the chemical nature of enzyme. What it is the structure of the enzymes. All other aspects of the enzymes already we have discussed. And coming to the structure of the enzymes, as you know, enzymes are made up of proteins. All the enzymes are chemically proteins, physically colloids. You know that first enzyme who crystallized, James Sumner urease from jag bean. So actually physically it is a colloid that was crystallized by James Sumner. So physically colloids and chemically proteins. All enzymes are proteins, but all the proteins are not enzymes. So all enzymes are proteins, but all proteins are not enzymes. Even for this statement also an exception is there. All enzymes are not proteins because some enzymes are there which are not proteins. They are RNAs. Actually, a catalytic RNA is there known as ribozyme. I think all of you are very familiar with the ribozyme. The enzyme which is responsible for the formation of the peptide bonds among the amino acids at the time of protein synthesis. In the prokaryotes, 23 S type of rRNA, and in the eukaryotes, 28 S type of rRNA act as a ribozyme, which is a catalytic RNA and which synthesizes the peptide bond in between the carboxyl group of the one amino acid and amino group of the next amino acid. The ribozymes are exception to the statement that all enzymes are proteins. Ribozyme is an enzyme, but it is not protein. So it is a RNA, ribonucleic acid, catalytic RNA is called as ribozyme. So coming to the structure of the enzymes, some enzymes are non-proteinaceous, some enzymes are proteinaceous. So non-protein enzymes, protein enzymes. So as I discussed, non-protein enzymes example, ribozymes. The first discovered ribozyme is L19 RNase by T. Keck, scientist, and ribonuclease P by Altman. For that, he received Nobel Prize also. These are non-proteinaceous. And coming to the proteinaceous enzymes. Proteinaceous enzymes are of two types, like simple enzymes, conjugated enzymes. According to their structure itself, these two are simple and complex because conjugated, because simple enzymes are made up of only protein part. If an enzyme is made up of only protein part, such enzyme is called as simple enzyme. In addition to the protein part, if a non-protein part also present, then that enzyme is called as conjugated enzyme. Both the simple enzymes and conjugated enzymes come under proteinaceous enzymes. If the enzyme is made up of only protein, that is simple. If it is made up of both protein part and non-protein part, then such enzymes are said to be conjugated enzymes. Example for the simple enzyme, digestive enzymes like pepsin and trypsin. These are the enzymes that consist of only protein part. Coming to the conjugated enzyme. In conjugated enzyme, protein part is present. In addition to that, a non-protein part is also present. Protein part of the conjugated enzyme is called apoenzyme. Apoenzyme is a part of conjugated enzyme, which is the protein part of the conjugated enzyme. And non-protein part of the conjugated enzyme is called as cofactor. Whatever it may be organic one or inorganic one, it may be transiently associated with the apoenzyme or it may be firmly associated with the apoenzyme. All that are called as cofactors. Apoenzyme and cofactor together constitute holoenzymes, complete enzyme. So holoenzyme is equal to a conjugated enzyme. All enzymes are not holoenzymes. Simple enzymes are not holoenzymes. Holoenzyme consists of apoenzyme, cofactor. Otherwise, conjugated enzyme, holoenzyme is a conjugated enzyme in which a protein part and non-protein part both are present. They are synonym to the conjugated enzyme. Conjugated enzymes are holoenzymes, but all enzymes are not holoenzymes. Coming to this non-protein part is essential for the enzymatic activity of that enzyme. If it is a conjugated enzyme, that must possess a non-protein part that is required for the enzymatic activity of the conjugated enzyme. Non-protein part is called cofactor, and the cofactors are of various types like this. Coenzymes. One category is coenzymes, another is prosthetic groups, and last is metallic activators or metal activators. Generally, most of the micronutrients act as cofactors of various enzymes. The major role of these micronutrients is to act as cofactors for conjugated enzymes. What is a coenzyme? All are cofactors. Coenzyme, prosthetic group and metal activators, all together they come under this cofactors. Then how they are differentiated from each other? Coming to the coenzymes. If you see the attachment of the coenzyme is loosely associated, means transiently associated to the apoenzyme. And this is organic one. Coenzyme is organic, prosthetic group is organic, metal activators are inorganic. So two types of cofactors basically, organic, inorganic. Organic cofactors, coenzymes and prosthetic groups. Inorganic cofactors, metal activators. So if both are organic, why they are called as one is coenzyme and one is a prosthetic group? Any difference is there? Yes, there is a difference. If you take the coenzyme, its association is transient to the apoenzyme. It is loosely associated to the apoenzyme, whereas the prosthetic group is firmly associated to the apoenzyme, protein part of the enzyme. You see the NAD, NADP, FAD, FMN, AMP, even ADP, vitamins, all these they act as coenzymes. So for example, in the Krebs cycle, we have seen various enzymes like malic dehydrogenase or succinic dehydrogenase. In the case of malic dehydrogenase, their NAD is the coenzyme of the malic dehydrogenase, whereas the succinic dehydrogenase consists of FAD. That is why FADH2 is formed during the formation of the fumaric acid. Like that, different conjugated enzymes, they have different coenzymes. Coenzymes are compulsory for the enzymatic activity of that enzymes. And NAD, NADP, they contain vitamin niacin. So coenzymes are organic ones and which are associated loosely to the apoenzyme of a conjugated enzyme. Coming to the prosthetic groups. So what are prosthetic groups? If you take the enzyme catalase enzyme and peroxidase. Catalase and peroxidase enzymes, which are responsible for the breakdown of the H2O2 into H2O and O2. Actually, H2O2 is toxic to the tissues, and this is broken down to H2O and O2 under influence of catalase or peroxidase. These enzymes, they possess a prosthetic group called heme. So heme is the prosthetic group of catalase and peroxidase, which break down the hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen. So prosthetic group is also organic one like coenzyme, but it is very tightly attached to the protein part of the enzyme. So easily it cannot be removed. That is the difference. Here it is loosely associated, whereas in the case of heme or prosthetic group is tightly attached. And coming to the third one, these two come under organic ones, coenzyme and prosthetic groups. Coming to the third one, metal activators. So as I said, most of the micronutrients act as cofactors, inorganic cofactors, otherwise metal activators. You see the enzyme carboxypeptidase. Zinc is needed for the enzymatic activity of the carboxypeptidase, whereas the rubisco, ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate carboxylase and oxygenase, the main enzyme in the photosynthesis, which catalyzes the carboxylation of RGBP as well as oxygenation of RGBP, that enzyme consists of magnesium as its cofactor. Like that, pepcase even, PP carboxylase, which is present in the C4 plants in the mesophyll cells, that also has magnesium. And alcoholic dehydrogenase, its cofactor is zinc. Like that, various enzymes, they have cofactors which are necessary for their enzymatic activity. Like this, enzymes are of two types, non-protein enzymes and protein enzymes. Non-protein enzymes are nothing but ribozymes, and protein enzymes are again of two types like simple enzymes and conjugated enzymes. Simple enzymes are made up of only protein part, whereas the conjugated enzymes are made up of both protein part as well as non-protein part. Protein part of the conjugated enzyme is called as apoenzyme, and non-protein part of the conjugated enzyme is called as cofactor. Both apoenzyme and cofactor together constitute holoenzyme. And the cofactors are of two types basically, organic cofactors, inorganic cofactors. Organic cofactors are of two types again, coenzymes and prosthetic groups. Coenzymes are loosely associated, whereas the prosthetic groups are firmly attached to the apoenzyme. And the inorganic cofactors are nothing but metal activators which are required for the enzymatic activity.